Today's guest is Bill McCalpin. He's the founder of Capitalize Network in Louisville, Colorado. Thank you to Zarlingo Robb, CPAs and Business Advisors in Wheat Ridge, Colorado, for providing a location for us to film this episode. At Zarlingo Robb, they think like business owners. For more information about Zarlingo Robb, please click their link in our website show notes. Hi, I'm Norman A. Hood, financial advisor and host of the Exit Plan Show. I interview America's top advisors to help business owners enjoy more personal freedom, grow their companies faster, and transfer ownership seamlessly when the time comes. Today's guest is Bill McCalpin. He's with the Capitalize Network in Louisville, Colorado. Bill's experience leaving his own company led him to help others leave theirs. Okay, welcome back again, Bill. We're going to talk today about the challenges you went through. I know you've sold businesses and of your own, and probably very similar challenges that some of our audience are going to go through or have gone through already. So the first part is that we're going to talk about is preparation. What areas do you feel like you were well prepared in, and in what areas do you feel like maybe you were a little lacking?
The first two companies that I sold were technology companies, and so I felt like the intellectual property holdings, the fundamental operations of the company, all of that was very well in place and functioning well. We were growing at 60% per year for 5 years straight.
Wow.
So, everything was going great. However, there's a lot more that needs to be coordinated in the background. You have goals as the owner at your exit, and you need to coordinate a lot of things like legal documents, need to implement things the way you intended, and those need to be in place and updated, especially when there are multiple owners, which there were. We had key man insurance, we had so many accounting, record keeping, corporate minutes, all that need to be pulled together to show a buyer that the house is in order.
Okay. Some of that you did for yourself, and some of it you had to find help. But where did you go to find help, and was it easy to find, or?
That was one of the hardest processes. That, as an owner, that actually took me almost a year to get the team together that I wanted to have to start a process of sale. As an owner, your time is pretty precious, because if you devote it into the corporation, you know, if you're selling to a third party or something, you get a multiple on that effort. If you get 5 times your net profit or operating profit, then that's pretty highly leveraged, so that's very valuable time. I retained some advisors on my own, and screened them on my own, and did some small projects together, finding that they're not quite the right fit. So at Capitalize Network, we're multiple advisors deep in every function. Okay. And we can recommend one that's right-sized for you.
Oh, okay.
So, for example, when my second company was acquired by a Fortune 1000, they flew out 11 people.
Wow.
4 attorneys. And
was that intimidating?
At the time, I really had what most business owners have for corporate counsel, which is a contracts attorney that helps you incorporate and keep minutes, keep corporate records, and so forth. I needed a much more powerful law firm behind me with experts in tax law, intellectual property law, and so forth. So the process of finding the right advisors is difficult, and I think that Capitalize Network greatly accelerates that process for our clients.
Okay, good. What was the biggest mistake you think you made when you did it by yourself, and now you learned from it?
I would say that we did a structure, for a rapidly growing company. You want to base everything on the future.
Okay.
And the acquirer wants to base everything on the past.
Right.
And so you reconcile that by settling up in the middle and saying, okay, we'll average your next 6 months projected growth and 6 months historical numbers, and we'll call that the numbers that we're going to base the valuation on, or something like that. And then for all the upside potential, we actually structured in an earnout, which says if you hit certain financial milestones, that there would be additional compensation. And so one of the bigger mistakes we made, not having an expert in that area to help us word it in all of the legal documents, we should have structured it to say, when we achieve $4 million of cumulative sales, X percentage of consideration is made, rather than you will be compensated on a certain day if you hit a certain amount of sales.
Oh, okay.
And so you can be one day late to that and always be behind the curve.
Oh, wow.
You could hit it a month later and you were pretty close, but you didn't actually.
Yeah, so the right deal attorney would know that. And
Right. So our process infuses all of those decision-making steps into the software tools that all advisors have.
Okay.
And it takes best practices from everyone on the network and updates those tools.
Oh, awesome.
So therefore, we provide the best service for every single client.
Fantastic. That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
At the end of this video, you can subscribe to our free newsletter, download free guides, and have an opportunity to win free books from Amazon.